Alright everyone, back into the Odyssey. Sorry to keep you waiting so long. I've seen some questions about potentially doing Cornfield, so we're going to cover that as soon as we can. Back into the McDouble Odyssey. We've noticed that Moabs, when they first come out, and maybe even in later stages, do in fact come out in twice the amount, and every single map is half cache mode. So, these are what we've chosen. Been working pretty well so far, Quincy being one of the cheapest heroes, so you can place him immediately and have a good defense from the very start, and getting that monkey knowledge upgrade where you get a free dart monkey also helps out quite a bit, but isn't necessary. So let's just jump right back into it, get to round 75. Also, Quincy's first ability is just amazing, so if you ever feel like he might get slightly, or even more than slightly overwhelmed, just click that. Amazing how much faster he deals with it. And he's perfect for dealing with the first Moab. It's just so efficient. It's just insanely efficient. Also, when Quincy starts to get... What level is it? What level can Quincy officially pop camo lead balloons? At level 7. So at level 7, Quincy fires an explosive arrow every third shot, and I think at level 5 or so, he can see camo balloons. So eventually, Quincy can pop every type of balloon, which is also something that not a lot of other heroes in the game can do. So we're going to clear out this area. It's a pretty big expense to do straight away, but since the balloons have to visit both Quincy and our Dart Monkey multiple times before they get through the map, I think it's a pretty decent idea to start off with making some more space for ourselves to place our other towers. So now we'll be aiming to get our ninja up and running, and then put him right about here. There we go. Okay, so now I feel a lot more confident. Got the ninja up and running, got Quincy, got our Dart Monkey. Beautiful. Alright. So, I think you guys all know basically the strategy by now, so I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm going to talk about what the hell I did today. So, I had a presentation at TAFE to perform today. I honestly didn't know it was today. I was told by some other people that it was a week or two later. So I kind of had to wing it with what we had, but essentially we were put into groups of around 4. We were put into groups of 4. The sucky part is I wasn't, I tried to team up with some of my other friends, but since it was 4 and there was 5 people, and I wasn't exactly the closest one to them all, I'm more of acquaintances with them, I was asked politely to leave. And so I had to join the group that nobody wanted to be in, the group that was picked last. Now, that wasn't all too bad. I think everybody in my class is nice enough, so long as they're polite and they think about my ideas and things like that, I honestly don't care who I do presentations with, so that was fine. But the problem was, because there wasn't enough people to put everybody into groups of 4, we were in a group of 2, well, technically 3, but I'll get to that. And so we had 2 weeks to prepare, because our presentation was doing a circuit. If you don't know, I'm studying to become a personal trainer, and so we had to make a circuit for the rest of the class to follow and perform, and we had to guide them through it and sort of take them through like a warm-up, a cool-down, and the circuit, which was pretty fun. And so we had already made all of that, we got all the exercises in mind for the circuit, we structured out roughly what the circuit was gonna look like, things like that. But then when it came to class, we saw because the teacher saw that we were in a group of 2, or 3 technically, and so she was just like, oh yeah, don't worry, you can go last, see what everybody else does, pick up on some things, and that should help you out a little bit and give you a bit more time to prep. So the teacher was phenomenal on that point, giving us the extra time to work out a bit more of our plan, as well as like look at other people's to get some extra ideas as well. That was beautiful. So that really helped us out. But it turns out our third group member, who hadn't shown up for the first 2 weeks of the planning, showed up on the day of the presentation. So we had to quickly get him up to speed so that he could actually participate and get a mark for it. For the planning and developing of the circuit, he was going to get reassessed for that, but essentially he still got marks for the presentation, which is good. But yeah, we threw something together. We went a little bit rogue because we had some exercises and some ideas that were a little bit out there compared to the other groups, but I think it went well in the end. So yay for me, presentation over, nightmare over. Hopefully, I don't know, don't have to do many of those in the future. But everything's a-okay. Completed that, came home, felt good. I'm a fairly good public speaker, weirdly enough. Like, when I was in uni, I spent a lot of time public speaking, just because like we'd have sessions to introduce ourselves, sessions to like to do like open group discussions about what sort of things we needed to do in certain programs and classrooms and things like that. So transferring that over, presentations are pretty chill for me. Like, I don't mind doing them. Honestly, it's literally just practice makes perfect and having the confidence to get up there. Because once you feel confident getting up there and you know what you're going to say, if everything's all planned out, you're going to do absolutely fine. There's nothing to worry about. But if you're walking into a presentation with no notes planned, nothing written down, then you've got good reason to be scared. But some people do just have the charisma and the courage to wing it completely without planning anything. I'm not one of those people, but if I have a plan, I'll stick to it, and presentation should go pretty fine. Oh, honestly, I dreaded presentations when I was in school, but now they're like second nature to me almost. Especially if it's just by myself. Like, if you're just doing a presentation by yourself, then there's no way you can mess that up, because you don't have to coordinate with anybody else. You don't have to communicate different ideas to people and like think about the best way to do things, because you can just straight up plan and create everything by yourself, so you're not out of the loop on any situation at all. It's perfect. So yeah, admittedly I do like doing solo presentations better than group presentations, but happened to do really well this time, as far as I can tell. And then a lot of my classmates said I did pretty well, so that was nice of them to bring up. So, I've had a bit of a hectic day, but I think I got through it with at least a pass, and that's really what matters at the end of the day. So, I just got home from doing that. Other than that, my day's been really bloody good. So I feel like a lot of people hate presentations, and it's completely understandable, because like if you're getting up in front of a class or just in front of a crowd in general and you're trying to present something that you don't really know about, you just kind of researched it for a week or so, or like a couple days or nights, and you're just kind of going, yeah, I'm sure this will work, it'll be fine, then yeah, you've got good reason to be a bit nervous and a bit anxious about what you're doing. But if you've got a solid plan and you've practiced it through and through, like what you're gonna say, when you're gonna say it, then yeah, it's literally just that stigma of getting up in front of a crowd and mastering that. You need to be able to stand up in front of a crowd, honestly. Like, I feel like in any situation, and in most jobs, bare minimum, you're going to have to interact with one person, right? There's hardly any jobs out there where there isn't any actual interaction. Like, even YouTube is a job. Like, I'm still, like, how do I put this? Even though I'm speaking to, essentially, myself in a room, I know it's going to be posted online because I'm going to put it there. And so I still try not to say dumb things or make a fool of myself in any way, shape, or form, just because I know people will see it. It's like, it's sort of the same idea with doing a presentation in class versus recording a presentation at home and showing it to the class. You know, it's like you still know that your friends or your people in your class are going to see it, as well as the teacher. So it's like the pressure's still on to do your best, but at the same time, a little bit of the pressure's off because they're not physically there. I feel like if your classmates are physically there watching you do your presentation, it's much worse than like just having to record it. Alright, so we're going to collect from that soon and get ourselves a lovely crossbow master to absolutely dominate this. You know what, we'll just collect from it now. Why run the risk of potentially losing lives or letting balloons through in general? So we'll get faster throwing here, get caltrops and acid pool as well, why not? Even more damage. And then at this point, honestly, I feel like we can just leave this alone for quite some time. But, just in case, I will put up a spike factory back here. 2 at the top, 2 in the middle. Might even go for spiked balls if I can afford it by the end of this round. Surely we can. Yep, okay. Spiked balls is good enough. Spiked mines is a bit extra. But yeah, so I think we'll be set until round 75, so hopefully I'll see you guys at the end of the game. Alright everyone, you should have a crap ton of money by the end of this if you've been collecting from your bank and just in general taking out the rounds with a lot of ease. So if you need to, buy spiked mines or, you know, place another tower, get some more upgrades, but generally this should be enough to destroy this map. So let's move on to Cornfield, which I did get some questions about, so we'll see about the setup here and see if it's a little bit more difficult than the others have been. It shouldn't be too bad, it's just because you start off with like a very limited area that it's a little bit tricky. So I like to put my hero around here, just to try and like maximize where they can aim. So like Quincy will get some range upgrades nearing the middle to end of his upgrades, well his progression. So for now he can see all this part up here. He can't really see that, but I'm hoping that's where the slightly longer range and other upgrades like that come into effect. And then he can see here, and then once we clear this out the way, he can see this little corner here as well, which is good. So you can place Quincy there. Little known fact about Cornfield, there are some sneaky spots where you can place monkeys without having to clear any of the corn. So for example, well, there's obviously the main part in the middle, that's where they want you to start, but I believe up here, is it? Oh, there you go. So it's not the greatest spot, but if you do need to place some monkeys, just spread them out a little bit sort of thing, like get your DPS going. I think you can put one here as well. Yep, so you can put one down here. I know you can put one down here. There you go. You can put one here as well. But essentially any of the little corners or cracks, just like move your monkey around and then little spaces might appear where you can just fit one in. So I think I'm going to put my Dart Monkey down here. I think it's not the greatest spot in the world. Or can we put one here? Maybe? Nah, okay, doesn't look like it. But yeah, those are the main spots. One right here, one up here somewhere, and one down here are generally the spots that people use when they're looking to be a bit stingy with their Dart Monkeys. But for me, I don't actually need it in a difficult place at all. So I'm just thinking, do I want it here maybe? Maybe here would be pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I think I will put it here. It's not the greatest spot to begin with, but once we start clearing out some corn, like this one here, as well as maybe this one, honestly, it'll be such a good spot. So let's fly through this as quickly as we can, and hopefully there'll be no dramas. But yeah, generally you just want to start off with your hero pretty much on this middle section, because putting your hero down in these other corners, the only problem with that is the hero, like some of the other monkeys here, the hero is a bit bigger than, say, the dart monkey or the ninja monkey. Can you put ninjas here? Okay, so you can put like a ninja down here. But yeah, the hero is generally quite a bit bigger than some of your other towers, and so they might not fit in as well to these sneaky little spots off to the side, but it's definitely something you should consider. Like, I always put my hero straight in the middle, but if you like to set up your hero somewhere that might be a little bit more effective later on, like, I don't know, if you want to put your hero down here, or maybe up at here, you won't be able to place them straight away, but you could save up if you really think that spot's worth it. So, we're pretty much the same strategy as last time. Put you down your dart monkey, put down Quincy, wait enough time to be able to afford your ninja, and then put that down as well. Slowly upgrade your ninja till you get to around double shot, and then once you get double shot, you're fairly safe to just go for a banana farm. I say fairly safe because there are situations where going for a banana farm this early isn't that great, but generally we should be fine going for a banana farm this early. There shouldn't be too many problems. Especially with Quincy. Quincy is able to pop pretty much everything, and his first ability makes him shoot, what was it, like 3 times as fast, I think? 3 times as fast? Triple speed, yep. So he can shoot 3 times as fast for a short period of time. So if you ever get any troubles like this, just triple speed and you'll be right. So, my general strategy for Cornfield, I'll say this now just so that we don't have to bring it up like while we're doing it, you know, like if you guys just want strategies for Cornfield and get the hell out, that's perfectly fine. So this is my general start for Cornfield with these exact towers. Gonna get double shot, and then once we get double shot, going straight for the banana farm. This spot right here, cheapest spot to remove on the map. Like, I think there's another one over here. 350. Very cheap. Not that expensive at all. And the best part about it is that it can fit a banana farm perfectly. Right? So, if we just clear this spot out as soon as we can afford it, then we can put a banana farm right there, and we should be able to continue our strategy we used on the last map as usual. Use Quincy to do a bit of cleanup when necessary, and then we'll throw down our Alchemist to help out our ninja a little bit, as well as Quincy, because I don't think we can avoid helping Quincy. Not that we don't want to, it's just, it's much more consistent if our Alchemist only buffs the ninja. But I think having the Alchemist in this spot is really good anyway. Also, another tip for Cornfield. This may not always apply, but out of every single tower, the Alchemist just straight up does not care about barriers or anything blocking your path. So, like, as you can see here, the Cornfield doesn't actually limit his range of vision, but with the ninja you can see the red outline here kind of cuts it off a little bit. Oh, we lose a couple lives there, but that's okay. It's perfectly fine. We can manage that. Okay, so it might be a little bit more difficult on Cornfield here to sustain. I see what the comment I got was talking about now. So maybe we'll give the Alchemist faster throwing. Just means the buffs on the ninja and Quincy, because they are sharing, lasts a bit longer. We need to get this Berserker Brew when we can. Ooh, how are we going to deal with this? Are we alright here? I think we're alright here. Yeah. Okay, so we just need to get this Berserker Brew, and now that we're up to this stage, I believe leads will be coming next round. So that's a pretty good time for us to afford the Berserker Brew. Okay, there we go. So, I think we'll be alright now because of Berserker Brew. Should increase the damage and range of our ninja at the very least. So let's clear this section out and try for a banana farm. Also, there's quite an amazing upgrade that allows your first banana farm that you place to cost, I think, $100 less. So it can be like $100 cheaper for your first banana farm. And considering we're only using one banana farm in this challenge, that's a pretty damn good upgrade. So we're going to place it as soon as we can, just so we don't miss out on any bananas or potential extra cash, I should say. And generally, for the most part, with Quincy on cleanup duty, you're fairly alright to just farm for a little bit. But it may be a different situation on this map. So we're gonna farm and see how it goes first. And if any issues arise, I will let you guys know. But for now, we're gonna go for the Bloon Jitsu, and then hopefully stronger stimulant. And then beyond that, we should be good to go. Also, very handy. Okay, let's try that again. Use our ability a little bit earlier. But clearing that 350 patch over here isn't only useful just for putting down like a banana farm. You can also throw down a spike factory here as well. It's pretty close to the end of the map, so it's really handy to clear out that little spot first, just because it's so cheap compared to 1,500 for these other spots. And I know some of them only cost 1,000, but either way, they're still quite expensive compared to that. And we cleared that out nicely. I believe so. Alright, there we go. That's a lot better. There we go. It is a lot better. Okay. Just making sure. Oh, explosives do not work very well against black balloons, but I think we've got this covered. Kinda have it covered. Alright. Try that again. One more time. One more time. I'm pretty sure our ability was back by that time, so... Okay, so we're fine with this first lot of white balloons. We know this. We can handle that. With these guys need some rapid shots. There we go. And the black balloons here should be fine. Are these? No, wait, these are the ones causing the problem. So let's upgrade our Dart Monkey a little. You know what, that's fine. That's fine. So long as we're not dipping into our... so long as we're not dipping into our real lives. It's just our mana shield. Okay. Yep, I can see why people are having problems with this map. It's a little bit much. So, to help with that, we're going to get our crossbow. And we're also going to clear this patch out when we can afford it. Oh, right, that's this round. Okay, so this could be a little bit tricky in terms of money management. Alright, what can we do here? I think the longer we wait to get Bloon Jitsu, the worse we'll be off. So, it's pretty early to do this, but if we sell our banana farm, we can get Bloon Jitsu right now, which I think is a really good idea, because Bloon Jitsu can slaughter this. But that's alright, we can set up a banana farm again. Thank you, there we go, and problem solved. Okay, there we go. So like I was saying in the last couple of episodes, don't be afraid to sell your towers. In all honesty, sometimes it's the best move. So we're going to try and get this increased production and greater production again, just to get us back to where we were. Perfect, okay. So we do lose out on quite a big chunk of money when we sell and rebuy a tower, but considering it's a tower that only gives us more money, it's not too big of a deal, considering it'll make up for it over time. But, you know, just be aware that selling and rebuying a tower, although it will give you a bit of a boost in terms of economy, you will need to try and make that money back as soon as possible. So let's see how we deal against a Moab. I think we'll deal okay. Yep. Okay, we handled that Moab very well. So now we're on easy street. This is when we can just kick back, relax, and upgrade our banana farm a little bit here. Quincy should only really be used for emergencies, but shouldn't really be needed now that we've got stronger stimulant. So we should be good to go now. Yep, even rainbows are starting to struggle against us now. That's good. That's really good. Okay, so now we're going to give this guy a crossbow and sharpshooter, and we're going to get this out of his way. So now that he can start shooting down there early, and getting even more damage in before they actually arrive to our ninja. Okay, And now, honestly, at this point in time, once you get your money maker going, and you've cleared out a decent enough space so that you're starting to hold the balloons back more efficiently, then you can go for like your bank and then start clearing out this area if you really need to. Like, I try my best not to use too much of this map. Like, the less you have to clear out, the more money you can save for your actual towers. But yeah, honestly, if you need to clear out a space, then clear out a space. Like, I'll throw down like a plane around here or something at some point, but honestly, right now I don't need to. Throw down like a spike factory towards the end, just as backup, just in case. Once again, we're going for 220. And then we'll upgrade that further if we need to, but I think at this point in time we can just go straight for Crossbow Master, so hopefully it'll be before round 63, but I'll see you guys when we can afford the Crossbow Master, and if we can't, I'll show you how to get through 63 without it. Okay, that's a little bit much, but that's just one Quincy ability away from winning, so I'll see you guys around 63. Okay guys, if you've been following along, you should be at round 58 with roughly 20,000 in the bank. You can buy some crappy useless, well not entirely useless, but just slightly more damaging upgrades like the Caltrops and the Acid Pool if you need to. But you should be roughly 3,000 away from getting your Crossbow Master, and your bank should have a little bit more than 3,000. So collect there, get the Crossbow Master, and just relax. You no longer have to care about anything, but you can start helping out your Crossbow Master a little bit more. So you can clear this out of the way so that he can see down here properly. You can also clear this out the way if you really want him to see over here a bit more, but generally he doesn't need it if he's not getting the Alchemist buff. If he is though, maybe clear out this area, ooh, excuse me, as well. But yeah, at this point onwards, I'm just gonna slap down a plane with never miss targeting, lots more darts, just so that we're attacking things a lot earlier on as well, just like that. And pretty much that's just my strategy. I mean, I got nothing else. Like, you can throw down some spiked balls and some spiked mines when you can afford them, but other than that, you shouldn't need a whole lot more than what we've already got. But if you are feeling like you might need a little bit more, then, because, I mean, last time we beat round 75 with pretty much what we've got here minus the plane. But if you feel like you need a little bit more DPS, instead of ending the game with having like 30 grand left over, you can spend it on getting a Spectre maybe. That would also help you out amazingly. Also, let's just talk about Quincy's second ability here. Watch how amazing it is. Gone. That was the last wave of ceramics on round 63. Instantly annihilated. So save this ability for when you really don't have a way out, and try and only use one ability at a time per round, just so that you have one on cooldown at all times. This one's good for just extra damage, so like if you can't take down a Moab or something, using this one would probably do it for you. And this one's just for like groups of balloons. It only targets the balloon at the very front, or the one that's closest to the exit, so do watch out for that. You can't make it aim for a BFB when there's a Moab up front like this, so just keep that in mind. Other than that, go crazy, because I think we've pretty much beat this level with minimal effort, so I'll see you guys at round 80. Alright, so, as you can see, we didn't exactly make it through round 76 with ease, but, once again, there is a very easy solution. I was going to bring this up sooner, or a little bit later, because we've almost hit the amount of money that we need. So, if you need money, sell your bank, buy a Spectre. Suddenly this wave looks a lot easier. Alright, and then final touch, just to make everything a lot better. Regrow blocker, radar scanner, and now you can literally just ride off the back of this Spectre because this Spectre's not going to let round 78 through, it's not going to let round 79 through, and it's certainly not going to let round 80 through. So you're pretty much all sorted. You can get jungle jumps to make it attack even faster. We do have one primary monkey in range, so if you want to get primary training, could help out your crossbow master. But essentially you don't need to. Once you get the Spectre, and once you get the camo detection for it, you don't have to worry about a whole lot anymore. I mean, look at this. BFB destroyed before any other monkeys could take a shot at it. So once you've got that Spectre, you'll be right as rain. You don't even need to place your village again, or your banana farm again. Just get that MIB if you really want, and then just watch the sunset. Go watch some YouTube while your game mode is finishing itself. Play some Pokemon Go. Play some Minecraft, Hearthstone, Orcs Must Die 2. Whatever you need to just sort of chill out, relax a bit too. Get on your phone, scroll through social media or something. And you'll be right as rain, because nothing's getting past this. Nothing at all. Alright, here's round 80. Let's see if the ZOMG is still alive by the time these guys can attack it. My bet is on maybe. Yep. Okay, so there you go. Quincy can attack from there. So he cheated a little bit, but there you go. And we're done. Alright, last map, Raked. Is it Raked or just Rake? I can't remember. It's one of the two. I think it's Raked. Or is it just Rake? I think it might be just Rake. What is this map? Tell me. Tell me. Rake. Okay, yeah, so it is just Rake. Alright. Rake is a pain because of the way it's structured and set up, and so you really can't get out of how annoying it is. But this is why we have submarines. Submarines are going to help us out quite a lot here. So there you go, place Quincy there, place our free Dart Monkey there. We should probably... Should we place our sub now? I think it might be a good idea to place our sub now. But there you go. We're just going to be starting off like that. There's only one obstacle on this map, and that's right here. We will lose a life or two here, just because round 4 is a pain, but other than that, we should be alright. So there's only one obstacle, it's 1,000 to move it, which is quite a hefty amount, so it's a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't be too bad because our Dart Monkey and our sub can hold off for quite some time. I would ideally want to put my ninja here, but we'll see how things go first, because I don't know if we'll be able to afford this and then put the ninja down. Okay. We seem to be going alright. Dart Monkey, Sub, and Quincy seem to be holding off quite nicely. So maybe it might be an idea to even get a banana farm straight from the start. I'm not too sure yet. I'm not fully sold on the idea, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll try it out, at the very least. If it doesn't work, then you will magically see me on... if it doesn't work out, you'll magically see me on round 11 with a very similar setup, but without a banana farm. Alright guys, guess what strategy didn't work out that great? That's right. We done goofed on that one. But it's all good. The banana farm was just too big of an expense to make up the difference quickly enough for us to set up a decent enough defense to actually live. So we're going with plan B, which is remove the obstacle like we said, and place a ninja exactly where we said we would. So with any luck, this is a better strategy. I mean, it's already doing better than what I had last time, so. There you go, losing a lot less lives now. I think this was the level that was screwing me over last time. So let's get Ninja Discipline. There you go. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, where's the pink balloons? They're the ones that's really going to screw us over here, so let's defend against those. Alright. And then... oh wow, that's quite a few lives going through there. I don't think we can really do all that much about those, but it's alright. Once again, it's the last map, so we don't have to care about our lives all that much. All that much, which means we still care, but we don't need to. We don't need to care that much, if you know what I mean. Like, 10 lives is perfectly fine so long as we don't lose any more. Quincy, I'd ask that you please aim for those guys first. Alrighty. Aim for the strong ones, Quincy. I feel like you and this guy need to. So now that we've got sharp shurikens, we shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So Ninja can clean up a good chunk of this. Quincy, can you finish it off? Really? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not... okay, we're pushing it a little bit here, but you could easily do this a lot cleaner. A lot more cleanly. If you wanted to. And there goes our last 2 lives that we're able to lose. There you go. Now we're on impoppable difficulty. Just for fun. And now we've just lost impoppable oh, never mind. We're still alive. We're still alive. Alright, let's get advanced intel. I think that'll help us out quite a bit. Ooh, that ninja almost saved us. If only that was just one balloon. One red balloon. Alright. So what can we really do here to spice things up? Let's go twin guns instead of advanced intel. I feel like that'll help us out a lot more. Okay. We're missing a few here. That's fine. Nope. Wait, what? That was 3? That was my bad. That was my bad completely. Alright, I'll restart. But, what was that? It gave me like 500 extra cash? That's alright. We'll just spend it on something useless. Like buying an Alchemist and then selling it again, and then buying a Dart Monkey and then selling it again, buy a Dart Monkey, sell it again. I'm just doing this to waste money, because I don't need the 500 extra. And I'm proving that right now. There we go. So I don't need that 500 extra cash. We got this. Go quick shots. Get Quincy to go crazy. Put him on first again. What am I doing? Quincy should have been on first from the start. Hold up. Now that we've got past those difficult waves, Quincy can go back onto first and start aiming like he should be. Oh, I got that money back again. Damn it. That's alright. We'll find a way to waste it or just not use a lot of it in the future. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what was it, like 500 extra or so? Okay, that's unacceptable. We need to plan something here. Alright, so let's go for... what should we do? Advanced intel. That'll do it, I think. Let's hope. Because advanced intel will definitely help us out if we set him onto first. Forgot to do that. Hold up. I'm just all over the place now. I don't know what it is. Third map fever or something. But it is getting pretty hot in my room, so... maybe the heat waves are messing with my mind. Alright, but nah, we're doing well here. There you go. We just needed to have advanced intel. Or maybe not. God damn it. I think maybe our problem was we didn't spread things out a bit more. Like if we had someone further down here. Oh, there you go. Just get a spike factory. Oh, but spike factories are expensive. Let's get like a Dart Monkey. So we'll place a Dart Monkey down here. Get our advanced intel. And that should help us. Wait, no, put you back on first, put you back on first. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, that's much better. There you go. Okay, so... And now if we get airburst darts, we should be even more prepared for pretty much anything. But I think we'll go for double shot instead. Double shot's much more reliable, and it doesn't have to go through multiple lanes to actually hit, so... Alright. We're doing well. I was just messing around in the beginning. You guys can definitely do a lot better than that. I know that for a fact. Even just starting off with 2 subs instead of 1 Dart Monkey and 1 sub would be a hell of a lot easier. We're gonna get our Alchemist now. We want him here, I think, just so that he will have buffed the Dart Monkey and the Ninja, but at one point in time, that Ninja, well, that Dart Monkey will become a Crossbow Master. So that's the real reason we're actually helping out the Dart Monkey this early on. Might not be the greatest plan, but you get what I mean. You get what I'm going for. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Use Quincy's ability just for now, and get some Berserker Brew. Now, we do want to upgrade our Dart Monkey a little bit now, just because if we're going to be giving him Berserker Brew as well as, what was the one before it? Acidic Mixture Dip. We want him to at least use it effectively. If he does get the potions thrown at him. Because if he's just a 0/0/0 Dart Monkey, you are not using that guy efficiently, and your Alchemist is not throwing at him efficiently. So we'll do that. You'll notice we have delayed getting the... Okay, we might have to use Quincy's ability there. Oh! You know what? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But yeah, you will notice we haven't got our banana farm up yet. We can do that very soon, but just for now, we'll get airburst darts because of how much damage that deals. And yeah, so we will get our banana farm a little bit later. I think we'll get it at the end of round 40. If we beat round 40, we will definitely get our banana farm then. But otherwise, we will lose a couple lives there, but that's okay. Alright, how are we going to fare against this Moab? I'm not too sure just yet. I'm thinking, just for now, I'll have a sub here, just to increase this guy's range and to deal a little bit of damage early on. But we're going to be aiming for Bloon Jitsu still. So let's use Quincy's ability here. Pop these lead balloons a little bit better. Oh wow, that's actually a lot of lives down there. Let's try that again. Alright. What did we do this round? You know what, maybe just going for triple guns would be good. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I wonder. Okay, so what was the problem there? We weren't popping the lead balloons properly. So I think... Wait, if we have the Alchemist set to strong, then surely he'll be able to do it. We shall see. Hopefully this works out. So we've got Quincy's ability ready. That is much better. Perfect. So, we're going to go for Submergent Support as well as Plutonium Reactor, if possible. But just for now, I don't know if we can afford both of them. How much are they? 500 and what? 2,500. Okay, so we just need 3 grand, which shouldn't be too hard to get. Oh, but we're losing lives now. Okay. We might have to sell our precious Dart Monkey. No, not this one, don't worry. This guy. So if we sell him, we should be able to afford it at some point during this round a lot sooner. Probably a bad idea to have done that. So we'll try that again. I only say it was a bad idea because it means he wasn't shooting. at the start of the round, so we'll sell you, keep you up until we hit 3 grand. Right, and then once we hit 3 grand, we should be good to do this and start melting the balloons. There you go. So that's what I wanted to do, and now we can put another sub here to get the advanced intel and the longer range and the twin guns, and to replace the damage dealing that was lost. So we're gonna give this a try. Honestly, we don't have the greatest defense in the world, but we shall see how it goes. There's the 2 Moabs for the McDouble. So use Quincy's ability. Okay, that's a shame. Okay, so the real problem is the top path, because once they get past this little part, they're done. They're gone. So if we raise this guy so that he does a little bit of damage to start us off. I don't know why they're both aiming there. That sucks. Is that better? Not really. Alright. As usual, Rake is a pain, but we might be able to solve it by potentially putting our Dark Monkey back. That'd be pretty funny. So let's put him here, just so our subs have a bit more time to shoot. Let's hope it works. And then Quincy and resubmerge. Okay, now that helps a little, but definitely not what we need. Alright. What do we think? How can we beat this? We don't need to beat it by much, we just need to beat it. So what could we do? I suppose technically we could just leave this guy up. I mean, he was helping out before. So we'd put Dark Monkey like here. Leave this guy up, see what happens. I feel like Quincy could have been put in a better spot, but I don't know where that would be just yet. Is that better? Oh, we could win. Is that good? Oh my god, we did it. Okay, so there you go. We've got 3 lives left, but we're all good. Put you back on submerged. Okay, so now we're on easy street, as far as I can tell. So, I'm gonna place this guy. I'm gonna get our banana farm back up and running. Well, I say back up and running. We're gonna get our banana farm up and running. And then we should have smooth sailing from this point onwards. Smooth sailing, I said. Smooth. Smooth as butter, hopefully. Alright, so that's already upgraded. What can we upgrade next? Dun, dun, dun. Let's get triple guns. That sounds good. Triple guns. There we go. That'll be good. That should help us out quite a lot. The only problem is on this map is that if you are using subs and they have advanced intel, it's going to be really difficult for them to shoot down here because they have to shoot through all the other balloons first. So that's just something to keep in mind. Oh, I should have really just saved up for Lunjitsu, huh? I've just completely neglected my ninja. No wonder we've been losing. Well, we haven't been losing. There was a teensy mistake of not using my ability and thinking I had. I was trying to get myself down to 1 life, but instead of there being 2 blue balloons, there were actually 3, so we lost in the most pathetic way possible. But don't worry, easy fix found, and I'll throw away that extra cash at some point during the match. There we go. Now we're on a roll. All of our mana shield lives are back. We got this. Get ourselves Monkey Bank on the way. and we'll be right as rain, because honestly we're crushing it now. Get ourselves some armor-piercing darts. Should help out with the ceramics as well as the Moabs. Especially the Moabs, I should say. Also, I feel like we should place a plane very soon. So we'll get a bank, because banks are good. But I do want to place a plane as soon as we can. So let's put one here. Actually, let's put it as close to the start as we can, just so that the subs can take advantage of the tiny range that it has. And then go bottom path to never miss, top path for lots more darts. And then I think that should help out quite a lot, damage-wise. There you go. Alright. And then we can get ourselves Sharpshooter and start working towards our Crossbow Master. Had a bit of a rocky start there, but once you get through it, easy enough, especially with Quincy's first two abilities. Well, especially with Quincy's abilities, having both of them. Very handy. So we just need to save up 25 grand now, which honestly isn't that difficult. I think at the moment we could probably just sell everything and afford it. And weirdly enough, that's not a bad idea. Like, it's not a bad idea because we could do it and it would survive for long enough for us to build up more of a defense. But because we can save up cash and we're not doing so bad, whew, that almost proved me wrong. We don't have to sell everything. So we're just going to save up for the Dart Monkey now. And once we get the Crossbow Master, we'll jump straight to round 80, where we should be able to manage most issues. Okay, round 63 seems to be a bit of a problem at the moment, so we can make an extra 10 grand by doing this. Crossbow Master, very easy, and we can start working on our bank again. Alright, problem solved. Not necessarily, apparently. Alright, so BTD6 has this little itty-bitty problem called less is more. I just nicknamed it that because it's essentially a very basic idea where essentially sometimes having more towers dealing more damage is less effective, which seems insane, but once we got rid of our armor-piercing darts over here, we seem to be doing a little bit better. We beat the first two waves, and then the third wave we can just use Quincy's ability right now. So you might be thinking, oh, that was weird. Why is that the case? Why did that happen? Why is it that we had more damage when we had our sub here actually helping us out with our armor-piercing darts, but we seem to deal less damage or were less effective against round 63, even though we had more towers and more damage on the field? Well, essentially it's all the ceramics fault. Because this guy is decent enough to pop a ceramic, but not decent enough to actually deal with everything else inside of it, it basically just popped all the ceramics, made too many balloons for the Crossbow Master to handle on his own, and so he got overwhelmed and taken down really easily. But if the Crossbow Master is the first one to attack, then critical hits can instantly kill ceramics without spawning any other balloons underneath. So essentially, because this guy was killing balloons before this guy was, it made a lot more work for this guy, and then he got overwhelmed. So that's just about the gist of it. But yeah, very weird. Sometimes you just need to rely on a single 5th tier to absolutely dominate the game for you. Or at the very least remove some other trashy towers that are actually getting in the way more often than helping. But yeah, we're pretty much 10 rounds away from winning. We got this in the bag, I'm pretty sure. Not many ways we can mess this up now. But there are still some ways where we could mess this up, so we're going to try our best not to. Hell yeah. So we'll put this here, jungle drums, regrow blocker, radar scanner. That should certainly help us out. Then we'll put like another plane next to it. Get never miss, lots more darts. Just to be safe. Just to be on the safe side of things. And then, I mean, what else can we really do? There's not a whole lot more to do. So, we got like roughly 5 grand in here. There's only 6 rounds left, so I'm not just gonna skip to 80. You guys may as well see this whole map through then. But yeah, we're just chilling at the moment. Chilling. Got pretty much all the upgrades we need. Honestly, 9 times out of 10, if you're given a Dart Monkey and you're allowed to use Crossbow Master in an Odyssey, you probably should. In all honesty, it's probably my favorite cheap and yet effective 5th tier tower. Admittedly, Spectre is also pretty high up on that list. Cheap and effective. Spectre does quite well. Quincy, thank you. Alright, and then hopefully we'll get Quincy's ability back for round 80. Or round 78, sorry. We don't need it for round 80. But hopefully we get it back. Yep, okay, we've got it. Got it locked and loaded. So there we go. We'll probably collect from this sometime soon. But here's round 80. Little bit of a pain, but hopefully Quincy can handle it. Doesn't look like he can, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's have a look at what we can do. So, we've got 10 grand. We should be able to find enough money somewhere to make a decent enough defense to defeat this easily. So, let's see here. We can collect 8 grand off that. That'll put us around 20,000. And then we need an extra like 5,000 or so. Yep, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Sell those two, sell the bank, get a Spectre, and honestly, I don't think we needed to sell this guy. That's my bad. I'm very sorry. You can come back. There you go. Welcome back. And then we'll also get like another Spectre down here later on. But there you go. Spectre should slaughter wave 78 for us. Just like that. Alright. Okay, so this map was the biggest pain. Not because it was like a lot more difficult. Like, if I had just paid a bit more attention in the earlier rounds, we could have done that no lives lost. If I wasn't so stingy about getting the banana farm. Or getting the subs. But yeah, we really could have taken that down a lot easier. I'm sure you guys most certainly can. But yeah, overall, it is the last level, so lives don't matter all that much if you lose a few for a strategy that might be a bit better in the late game rather than the early game. So go for it if that's the case. But yeah, other than that, should do just fine. This strategy seems to work very well on pretty much all of these maps, so there shouldn't be too much of an issue, except for maybe on this level. So we'll see, but once again, I feel like we got this covered. And there you go. Alright, this Odyssey was fairly easy, weirdly enough. Like, half cash is usually one of the biggest pains in the butt ever, but yeah, in this case, not too bad. Half cash, double Moabs. We seem to handle it very well. Honestly, I haven't looked in the trophy shop in some time. Is there new things? No, not really. Oh, everybody watch out. It's that number. It's that number that has weird connotations. Oh, Spike Factory pineapples. What's spikier than a spike? A pineapple, of course. Poppin' good times. Spiked ball upgrade only. Okay, so it doesn't turn all of them into pineapples. It's just if you get the spiked ball. That's cool. But yeah, I don't really think I want to get anything new here. Most of these are just gimmicks, but not too bad. Alright, so there you go. There's the Odyssey completed. That's the McDouble on hard difficulty. But yeah, for the person that was asking about Cornfield, there you go. You can get through it with this strategy. Just need to know a few tips and tricks and get your placement right. But there you go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm doing these Odysseys every week, so stay tuned for the next one if you do need assistance, or swing by again in a week's time. Check it out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.